Good afternoon, y'all. Welcome back to my journal. Today, I'm going to be talking about the competition I was in last week, some of my thoughts about it, some of my feelings about it, what I learned, and that's probably all I'm really going to talk about in this video. I may tangent off, pretty good at that. So, let's just start with the clear results, right? It was rough. Okay, I was essentially pinned for 10 minutes straight. One 5-minute match I was pinning gi, and the no gi match I was essentially pinned for the whole time. Casey Atami, I was struggling. And that sucks a lot. It's not fun to get pinned. It's not fun to go to a competition and just get, not even get to really, use all my other skills I've trained. But if anything, you almost have to be kind of grateful, because in any competitive environment, it's your job as, the competitor to exploit the weaknesses of your opponent, right? And clearly, side control escapes and escapes from Casey Atami, side pins, are a big weakness for me. So that's something I've been working on. And there's also, it's kind of combated with you kind of add that together with, what do you want? Okay, my coaches always say, have a game plan going into the competition. And I was like, oh, a game plan, I feel like it kind of, messed me up. But, when I've been reflecting and thinking about, times I've been extremely successful in competitive environments, outside of jiu-jitsu, and all the times that I've excelled, I've had a very clear plan, very down to the detail, and for some reason in the jiu-jitsu competition, I was having this mindset of how could I force my opponent to get here, or how could how would I get to my game plan? That's the thing. You're gonna fight for what you want. You need to have I'm not gonna say this it's it's as a matter of fact. This is just my opinion, right? So next competition, I'm gonna have an extremely clear game plan, and I have to be able to articulate it well to my coach, so that way when I'm receiving coaching, he can help me see how to get to my plan, right? I'm not sure exactly what that plan is yet, and it probably isn't the best idea to tell everyone your plan, or I'm just watching my videos. I just don't have it yet, right? So I'm thinking about it, and that also goes with there are certain things you need to escape, and you got to fight for them every single way, and for every single centimeter along the way until you're out, every single inch until you're out. And part of that, I was if you're feeling overwhelmed, you're getting pinned, and it's is this really the right decision? This is not the time to be second guessing yourself. Yes, get that elbow in and start shrimping. Push the face, make it uncomfortable. Make them regret pinning you. And that's really that part. And so how do I feel? Yeah, man, I felt like shit the first couple of days. It's especially right after it happened, my coaches, telling me my jiu-jitsu is good, and that's not the main reason I lost, but sometimes it's just hard to hear that especially in that moment, especially in that moment, I was feeling like I sucked, god damn, bro, it was my first day training. It's when someone's telling you something and it contradicts how you believe about what you believe in that moment, it's hard to accept that, right? And maybe you're just trying to make me feel better, and that's good too, there's more to life than jiu-jitsu competitions. It's hard to compete when you're emotionally charged too. I feel you gotta be clear-minded and zen almost. But then, as it's been about a week now, I've kind of come back to this thought of like, I put myself out there to learn, like to win. I don't know who signed up for competitions if they don't think they can win. Like, but that's probably another issue I gotta resolve later is like a healthy competitor's mindset. Is I feel like my first competition, I was kind of delusional in the sense of like, like I'm gonna win, and I feel like you kind of need that to win, because the second competition I didn't really feel that way. I didn't feel like I was unstoppable and I could win, and like I feel like you have to have the mindset of I can win if you're gonna enter a competition. So I kind of think I got to get that delusional part of me back, because I think you got to be great at anything. You kind of got to be a little bit delusional. I'm gonna be honest with you. And so, what did I learn from this competition? So, I'm gonna some of those ideas I just talked about. I cleared a very clear game plan in fighting for what you want, and then so now I'm gonna take away like how I'm integrating this into my current training. The results from this video. I am working on pin escapes like every day. I'm having everyone put me in pins, Casey, Tommy, whatever they want. I was having put in pins, and it's the prerogative is on you to get out. You don't get points for escaping a pin. It's just assumed you will, and it's good. It's good that I'm training pin escapes, because there's a lot of people I train with who are way better than me. And if someone's better than you, they're gonna pass your guard. They're gonna break your guard. They're gonna pass your guard, and they're gonna either mount you or pin you. And it's good that I have all these people who are pushing me to get better at escaping and to like want to get out. Like that's not like how I train in class and have fun in class is one thing, but when there's a very clear rule set and there's defined rules, I'm at a disadvantage by not playing by the rules. So there's also part of that. It's like that's that. So I'm working on pin escapes. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better at them. Personally, I feel like side control escapes are the hardest. I'm not really used to people just holding positions on me. Most of my escapes tend to come from errors as they transition between positions. The space they open up, that tends to be where most of my escapes come from. And there was no real transitioning between. It's just mainly just pins the whole time. So I gotta adapt. It's really as simple as that. And how has this, what else have I learned is like, I'm almost like punishing myself in a perverted sense of like, I'm doubling down, I'm going on runs, multiple times a day, I'm hitting the gym a little bit more consistently. And, sure, these are all like very small factors that help contribute to my success. But, my main focus right now is on development and developing not only confidence, but the ability to escape from pins. And it's going to be a long journey. So, and also, I haven't been posting videos every day. I think I'm going to just start posting them whenever I'd like to, whenever I have something to talk about that's like of, value. I don't know why I make everything a responsibility and like, I got to do it every day. I can make videos whenever I want to. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good day. Let me know what y'all think about, the things I said, how you compete. Have any of y'all got just absolutely whipped up in a competition? But now I'm able to laugh about it with my friends, laugh about it with my peers. It's like, it's just, eventually it gets to the point where like, at least I'm able to laugh about it, laugh at myself about, like, it's embarrassing and it's bad, but I hope y'all have a good day.